What's up, guys? Garrett, Andy, and Daniel, your Sheer Drop Wrestling team. We are back once again. Going to be doing another iteration of our Guess the Wrestler. This episode is going to be on specifically female talent across both WWE and AEW. If you're new to this series, we've only done one episode so far, but the rules are very, very simple. So I have a list of 5 superstars, and for each of those superstars, I have 5 clues that which Daniel and Andy will attempt to guess the superstar or the wrestler that I am thinking of. They only get one shot, so they have to lock in their answers, and then there are points attributed to the level of difficulty for each question. So before we get started, how's everyone doing tonight?
Doing pretty good. I just got
I feel like I missed
a
something.
couple of the Fastlane. I just have like the Fastlane press conference stuff fresh in my mind still, and I'm just laughing. It just popped into my mind halfway through the rules. I was like, it was like
You and I are a lot alike.
Yeah.
Right as he was doing the intro, that popped into my head.
Wait until you see the Raw review.
You feel him.
All right. So, if we are all ready to get set, does everyone have like something to write on, something to like record their answers?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, cool. You had me worried for a second, Andy. It's like, God damn it.
Smooth
right.
brain moments.
So, I don't know, Andy, if you still had your headset on when I was telling Daniel about all this, but I found it for some reason like a lot harder to come up with 5 clues that didn't make it glaringly obvious about who I was talking about. But yeah, hopefully I did okay. Some of these might be a little more difficult than they were on the men's side. I really had to scrape together some stuff to not make it like very in your face.
It couldn't possibly have anything to do with, women wrestlers being underutilized.
No, and the
at
kind of
all.
lack of representation, at least in like the North American wrestling scene. Surely it has nothing to do with that, right?
No.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no, not at all.
All right, so we are gonna get started here. So first superstar, first clue worth 5 points if you guys get it. I don't think you will, but so she debuted for WWE's NXT branch in 2014 in a victory over Summer Rae. Neither of you were watching at this point, so if you get this, I will be dumbfounded.
I'm gonna lock it in. That's a lie. I'm not gonna do that. Not even close.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not going to lock in either.
Not lock in? Okay.
No, I'm not going to chance it.
All right, so we got question 2. Or I guess clue 2. So she is the 6th woman to be identified as a WWE Women's Grand Slam champion. So that means that she has held the Raw Championship, the SmackDown Championship, the NXT Championship, and the Women's Tag Belts at some point.
You said she was the which person?
6th.
Like 6th?
6th.
I don't think I have it.
I have a name in mind, but I'm not locking it in.
Okay.
Same here.
I gotcha. All right. So, clue 3. In her early days, she ran with a steampunk aesthetic to her character. Are we locking in?
All right, I'm locked. Yeah, I'm locked in.
Okay.
I think Possibly. I'm locking in
Okay.
on this one. Might be wrong, but we'll
Okay.
see.
Well, we'll see. So I'll run through the rest of the clues so we can see the looks on faces. See what we're working with here. So the follow-up to that would have been, she's the only champion to have willingly dropped her title to the winner of the Money in the Bank ladder match. And then the final, like the freebie, is she's the only woman to simultaneously hold the SmackDown and Raw Women's Championships. All right.
Yep.
Who am I talking about?
Our girl, Becky
Hey.
Lynch.
Oh man.
Yeah. All right.
Becky.
So that is 3 points for both of you there.
I'm
If, you
glad
got,
I,
if somehow
took
someone would have
chance
come
there.
up with like the 5-pointer, like I said, shock and awe. All right. Wrestler number 2.
All right.
In 2010, this wrestler formed a group in Japan with her sister and another woman. It's very vague.
Can you repeat the question?
In 2010, this
2010,
wrestler
okay.
formed a group in Japan with her sister and another woman. So it doesn't narrow it down much. This could literally be anyone.
Yeah, that could be anybody.
I don't even know if I was alive in 2010.
Trying to think of who.
Insane.
Trying to think of who. Anyways, if I can get my brain back on track, I was trying to think of who I know. Who I know who's been in Japan,
Mhm.
like specifically New Japan and stuff.
I will
Yeah,
say
I'm not going to lock in on this.
not New Japan.
Okay.
Just because New Japan is it's only men. So
Okay.
outside
Yeah, that
of that.
that makes sense.
So in Japan, but not New Japan.
hmm
No idea who this is, by the way. I'm not even close to locking in.
Yeah, no.
All right, so we'll move on. So second clue.
Mhm.
She competed in the second WWE Mae Young Classic tournament in 2018, ultimately losing to Toni Storm in the finals.
I'm going to play it safe.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
go ahead. All right. So third clue. This woman was one of the participants in the first ever women's War Games match in NXT.
I have
Can
an
I get a
idea,
clarification?
but I'm afraid to lock it in.
Can I get a reclarification of War Games?
War
Like a
Games.
vague one?
Yeah, War Games is the one where it's like the super cage.
Got you. Okay, that's what I thought.
The double wide.
Yeah.
I have an idea, but I am afraid to lock in, so I won't.
That was like 8 people.
Yes,
I sure hope it was.
at least.
Yeah, I won't lock in.
Okay,
I have one person sticking to mind, but
gotcha. Okay, so now we're towards the easier end of the spectrum. So fourth clue. She is 1/3 of the faction known as Damage Control.
I wrote an
Yeah.
answer down.
Okay,
I'll lock
we're
in.
both locked in.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
The final clue would have been she is known as the Genius of the Sky. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Who we got?
Uh-huh.
We got our girl EO.
Oh.
Guy. Man, I am so mad that's not who I guessed on the first. I was between two people on the first clue.
Mm-hmm.
Io was one of them, and I think Bailey wrestled in Japan for a bit.
Did she?
Did she?
Did she?
I don't remember for certain.
No.
But okay.
All right. So you guys are still tied up right now. So we'll see if anyone can break away. All right. I was a little cheeky writing this one. So, third superstar. This woman was also a part of the group that Io was in 2010. So, I'll flashback to the Io one. So, in 2010, this wrestler formed a group in Japan with her sister and another woman. So, obviously, one of those people was Io. One of them was Io's sister. I am asking about Mystery Contestant 3.
Andy, did you lock in right there?
No.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm probably wrong, but
Well, we'll see.
take a shot in the dark.
All right.
It's
I'm not gonna risk it. I want to lock in real bad, but I'm not going to.
if I will say, if we didn't have the clause of once you lock in, that's your answer, I was going to do something funny and try and guess the same person on question 5 throughout the entire episode, but
All
so
right.
we'll do it right in the middle.
Okay. All right. So you're officially locked in, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Daniel, your second clue. Her signing to WWE made her the first female Japanese wrestler to be signed to the company since 1994.
Oh. That's a while.
It sure is.
Man, I don't know if I was even alive then.
Oh God, wait a minute.
Yeah, none of us were.
You mean none of us?
Well, depends on when.
Oh no.
Depends on when.
You say her signing to Did you say when she was signed to WWE?
Nope.
Or just her signing to
Just her
WWE
signing.
was the first?
The first female
Okay.
Japanese wrestler to be signed since 94. See, this is fun because you guys also learn useless trivia about these people.
Yeah.
All trivia is useful. It's just a matter of when you can break it out.
That's fair.
I'm gonna just lock it in and risk
hope-
it all. Why
Okay.
not? I don't think I'm gonna get it, but
So Andy has 5 points on the board for this. You are locking in with 4. So let's
yeah,
continue to go down.
cool.
She won the NXT Championship at TakeOver Dallas, defeating Bailey. It would have been
Okay.
so like Andy if you would have said Bailey for this, because if you thought Bailey was part of the team, like oh no,
I straight up almost put Bailey at the beginning just for fun because you're like, did she? I was like, did she?
who's to say? She didn't though.
Yeah.
All right, and then the easier end, the shallow end of the pool, shall we say? She was part of the tag team, the Kabuki Warriors, being partnered with Kairi Sane. And lastly, her WWE career highlight was her 914-day undefeated streak that ended at WrestleMania 34. Who am I talking about?
I got. Where
Yep.
is it? Where is she?
Asuka.
Let's
Yep.
go.
Oscar, let's go!
Good old Kanako.
Crazy.
I had a feeling one of the people Like one of the wrestlers in this today was going to be Asuka, so that was what I was meaning. But if we didn't have the clause,
Shout out Triple Tails. That was the faction that was formed, and technically it was a little bit of a misnomer. Asuka's the one that technically formed Triple Tails, but like if all three people join a group at the same time, just gonna say they formed.
yeah,
And then of course, Mio Shirai is the other member of Triple Tails. Was, I guess. They've not been a thing for a while. All right. Fourth superstar.
E.
All right. So for 5 points, this woman joined the SmackDown roster in 2017 and the AEW roster in 2021.
I'm gonna take another chance.
Okay.
I'm locking in.
Locked in.
I am not.
All right.
Blame you. I'm not totally convinced I'm right. So
All right. Next one we got. So for 4 points, during her time in the Independents, she went by the name Heidi Lovelace, which she apparently hated.
I've never heard of that woman in my life.
That's fair.
I would think of all places where you'd be able to pick your own name and do whatever you want with your own character. That would be it. But
Yeah. Well, it was apparently it wasn't her idea for the name. It was just something that like happened.
stuck.
So says the internet. But okay. During her time in either WWE or AEW, this wrestler has yet to win any championships. This one, even myself, I wasn't sure of because I went up and down this person's like accolades several times because I was like, surely there was something. Internet says no.
Well, maybe I still have a chance then.
When was the AEW signing again?
2021.
What question are we on? Or hint are we on?
That was 3.
Do you care if we put AEW name or WWE name?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. I'm going to lock something in.
Okay.
I don't think it's right at all, but we're going to lock it in and see what happens.
Yeah. All right. So we are both locked in. So I will continue down the clues. For 2 points, your clue would have been she is currently listed as being a part of the Outcasts in AEW. They're kind of falling apart, so I don't know how much of that is actually true. But yeah. And then finally, this person was a part of a faction on SmackDown that included Sarah Logan. All right. Who am I talking about?
Not the person I wrote down.
Not the person I wrote down either.
So who'd we get?
I
put
Tony.
Tony
Okay.
Storm.
So it is not
I put
Tony,
Saraya.
unfortunately. Who?
I put Saraya Page. It's not her.
No. Unfortunately.
It's Ruby Riot. Isn't it?
It's Ruby Riot.
It's Ruby. All right.
I can't believe I wrote Ruby Riot on Clue
That's
3.
crazy.
You must believe me.
All right. So last person, as of now, Andy, you are up by 1. So let's see what happens. All right. For 5 points. Her very first match on NXT was under the name Marley, where she jobbed out to Eva Marie before she got her current name. So just a little like pronoun antecedent thing. I don't mean that like Eva Marie got a new name. I mean this person had one match with this name, and then afterwards they went by their current name.
And the name that they went by for that one match was Marley.
I almost just want to lock in a wrestler.
Just like a Hail Mary.
Yeah, just because I think it would be funny, and I don't. I'm trying to play like a mind game version of this, of like, who would you pick?
Yeah, who haven't I said? Who would you guys know?
That's kind of what I was doing with Oscar, honestly.
I'm not going to, but I'm going to see if I could over these next couple hints here.
Okay. So moving on. Okay. So next clue for 4 points. She is a former SmackDown Women's Champion as well as a former Women's Tag Champion.
Narrowing it down.
Still don't have it. But yeah, narrowing it down.
I was going to say, there's still, other than that first clue, but just because it's so obscure, that narrows it down. I could still be talking about a few people.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Third clue for 3 points. She entered at number 2 in this year's Royal Rumble, lasting all the way until the finals. I put this one here because I also forgot about this.
Y'all ever have a bad memory?
No.
Who's Cesaro?
Claudio.
I'm trying to think if it's the Rumble I'm thinking of.
I don't got it.
I'm gonna lock it in.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna be honest. My trying to think of who's in the women's division and in SmackDown is former, so I guess they could have been drafted to Raw.
I lied. We didn't actually. I changed my lock-in since we did absolutely nothing between now and then.
I have not read the next question.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair.
Okay. All right.
I was going to say, we move only when everyone agrees we can move on to the next question.
All right, so we're moving on to the next question.
You're not everyone.
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember who was first and who was second. I'm going to lose my mind. Yeah, actually, I'm going back to the same one I just locked in, actually. I'm locking it in.
All right, let's go.
Oh.
Okay. Clue 4. For 2 points, Andy. She won the Women's Money in the Bank in 2022 and cashed in the same night on Ronda Rousey.
Oh, we're almost through 2023.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, I'm really glad I didn't put what I thought the funny answer was, because that's not even close to who this is.
Okay, I'm gonna lock in.
I got really scared for a second because I was like, wait, did I get the dates wrong on this? And it's like, no, Io won the Money in the Bank this match. That she has the championship right now.
If it is this person, I probably spelled the name wrong.
Okay, so we're both locked in. All right, so Daniel has 3 points on the line. Andy, you have 2. Final clue. She was most recently tag champions with Raquel Rodriguez.
Oh,
Who am I talking about?
my girl from Jersey.
Answers?
Is it Shayna?
It is not Shayna.
Oh.
It's my girl, Liv Morgan.
Yep. All right. So then a quick tally. So, Andy, you got 10 points this
Big
time.
fat. Yeah.
And then, so Daniel, it looks like you got 12. But then if you go back and add the scores from last episode, You guys are both tied now at 19. Because last time, Andy, you got 9 and Daniel got 7. So we are tied up at 19 apiece.
For the last one, I almost just locked in before you even read the clue. Just Hail Mary out there like, it's Charlotte Flair.
It's a good thing you didn't.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way he'd put her, right?
Or would I?
Have you seen our ranking video?
Have I what?
I said, have you seen our ranking video?
Oh.
Yeah, it was weird.
Not
She
many other
wasn't
people
in
did. All right. So yeah. So everyone's tied up now. I don't know what the next episode should be. So we did like men's wrestlers and then women's wrestlers. I'm leaning towards either like maybe like tag teams specifically.
Clearly, we each have part of the brain cell.
So I don't
We
know.
could also do like classics too.
Oh, like some older stuff and maybe not as modern. I could do that.
Yeah.
I was thinking tag teams, but that
Tags.
were yeah.
I thought about doing like pay-per-views where I would list matches. So like the easiest one would be like the main event, and then there'd be like decreasing like memorability of the match cards and stuff. But I say I don't even think I could do that one. So
hear me out. You do match types, and the first clue for all of them is it's no disqualification.
it's like, oh, okay, it could be this or this or that.
I'm locking it in. Standard match.
All right.
Would you look at that? It was a standard match.
5 of 5. Crazy.
Oh man. Speaking of Guess the Pay-Per-View though, I can't believe NXT has a pay-per-view on a Tuesday night this week. It's
I know,
weird.
it's crazy. Wild stuff. Wild stuff going on the Tuesday nights this week. All right. Well, that was fun. Definitely enjoy turning this into a more regular type thing. So we'll see what's on the horizon. But as always, if you guys enjoyed the video, like, comment, let us know, like, how early were you able to guess some of these people? Let me know. If you guys also have any ideas about ideas for content in terms of like Guess the Wrestler, leave them down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe, maybe turn on that bell, get some notifications for when we do videos like this. But as always, this has been the Sheer Drop Wrestling team, signing out.
I was like, oh,
It
I was like,
real.
ah.
You and I are a lot alike.